You are fake news.
Hi, my name is Daniel, and I'm the producer for the documentary series, The Truth About Fake News. I think there was interest in our team to pursue this topic because we're all sick of, our aunties sending us like fake news messages on WhatsApp. So I think that's a personal reason there. No, but broader speaking, I think cybersecurity experts were really telling us, right, one of the biggest problems that they see was attacking of trust. So in total, 7 countries were featured in the documentary itself. I think Ukraine offered a very visceral example of how information manipulation can really create very real conflict.
Videos like this aired on Russian TV. It supposedly showed the Ukrainian military firing on civilians. The thing is, the men pictured were actually Russian militia. In eastern Ukraine, pro-Russian separatists seized territory in the Donbas region. Ukraine was now at war.
So I contacted a fixer in Ukraine and I was asking him about the situation over there. So he was the one that actually suggested, and he said he knew a couple of guys or some people in the military who were literally putting antennas on buildings where the signal strength would overpower the signals that are coming over from the other side of the border. And so we were just about a few kilometers away from what is still essentially a war zone. But fighters on both sides are still exchanging shots every night. There wasn't really that sense of danger, but I think there was a sense that you were near a conflict zone. So there was a time when we were just filming, the town square, and this lady came up to us and started shouting at my cameraman, "Press, we are all liars, and we shouldn't be filming, and we should just get out of town," and stuff like that. So I think there's that sense of distrust in that region and that part of the world.
Here is my business card. I can read it to you. The man who helped Donald Trump win US elections, me and my students from Veles.
The city of Veles became infamous during the 2016 American elections. Youths here had found a ticket to easy money by creating fake news for profit.
Малце други, средно едни премногу заработува, тие што заработува премногу, бројките не знам точно колку се движи, ама чим има пари да си купат вила или автомобил нов од 2015 година, сигурно беше добра заработка.
We asked both Merkel and the trolls if they thought what they were doing was wrong, and they said no, right? So they said they were just in it to make money, and it was the choice of the reader whether they wanted to read or believe or not. And then as a producer, it's not my position to cast moral judgment on the profiles.
It started when false stories of outsiders kidnapping children spread among the insular Dayak communities here. Maman Budiman had become lost along the way. As he rode his bike around, the villagers grew suspicious of him because he was an outsider and of a different ethnicity.
What they were telling me was that they call it a hoax season. Like every year or so, right, there's a certain period of time when such hoaxes about child kidnappings or whatever would just circulate in the community and then it would die off. But this was the first time where, an actual violent incident took place.
Ternyata beberapa kuatnya dan sangat tajamnya hoak sehingga pada hari itu, ya, mungkin hari yang tidak kita inginkan, yaitu ada salah satu warga.
And I think there was a sense that, because of that, there was a bit of an awakening, and they were more suspicious of such fake stories thereafter. This is the new reality, the new normal. Anybody can create information and publish and distribute that information. So after speaking to a bunch of people who are way more knowledgeable than I am on the topic, right, I think this happens with new technology, right? Like every time we have new technology, we have this crisis of confidence almost, where if you imagine when television came out, right, and everyone was saying like, oh, if you watch violent shows on TV, this is going to be, mass murder on the streets, right? But that didn't happen. So it might be a case of society as a whole needs to get used to the new normal that we are living in. On the other hand, if you're genuinely skeptical, I think that's a good thing, right? Because if everyone was just a little bit more critical about the information, then we can prevent a lot of the potential problems later down the road.